All right, number one should be a really easy one. First block had some trouble working it out. Let's go ahead and do the back first. Actually, you guys should know how to do the front. So let's go ahead and do the back. The back is something that we only worked on a little bit Friday, so if you were out Friday, you missed this, but it's supposed to be really easy except for the last 10 is a long problem. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting on y'all getting these right on the test. All right, look at number 6. We want to solve for x. I've got to get rid of the square root symbol. How do I do that? Square both sides. Watch. If y'all square the left side, then you can just bring down 6x plus 10 because the square root cancels out. If you square the right side, you get 64. All right, I'm going to stop because I think y'all can work it out from there. Go. On number 6. All right, let's look at number 7. Now, before we can try to get rid of this root symbol, I've got to get it all along on the left side of the equal sign. So what do I have to move over first? Minus 5, move it over, becomes what? Positive 5. Let's do that first. So that gives me cube root of 8x minus 1 equals 7. So you've got to get the root symbol by itself before you can try to get rid of the root symbol. Now, number 6. Looking back, I had a square root problem, so I squared both sides. Now I've got a cube root problem, so now I've got to cube both sides. All right, so this cube just cancels out that cube root, and you bring down 8x minus 1. Somebody help me. What's 7 to the third power when you calculate? 343. All right, y'all finish from there. This might be a fraction. I don't know if this was a fraction answer or not. Minus 1, move it over to plus 1. All right, I got 344 divided by 8. Somebody divide that for 43. The answer is 43. All right, so far so good. I think everybody agrees 6 and 7 are pretty easy. 8 is missed every year. Let's go to 8. Whoops, I didn't mean to give y'all the first step. All right, 8 is missed every year. So look at number 8. What's the first number I've got to move over if I want to try to get... Yeah, we got to move 18 over, so we got to do a minus 18. Zero minus 18 is negative 18. I need y'all to write that step down. Now, there are other ways to do this problem, but this is probably the way they try to work it out the most often. All right, what normally happens where kids miss this problem, when they bring this down, they just don't even bring down the minus in front. All right, that's a negative 1, right? The negative is a negative 1. So y'all got to divide both sides by negative 1 now so you can get the square root symbol by itself. So that's x plus 8 equals 18. All right, now square both sides and get your answer. And this one should not be a fraction either. It should be a number. That's right. You know, even if it was a negative 18 squared, it's going to end up being a positive number, though, right? So y'all got to square both sides. Somebody help me. What's 18 squared? 324. Move your plus 8 over, make it a minus 8, and you got it. 316. Okay. I guess that extra step gets them on number 8 every year, but that's probably the most missed problem on the test. All right, we can go to 9.
Wait, what did you get?
I didn't finish it. Plus 8, move it over to minus 8. Ryan said it was 316. Is that right? All right, let's look at number 9. All right, number 9, very easy problem. You've got a square root on the left side of the equal sign and one on the right. So when you square both sides, it just cancels out the square roots on both sides of the equal sign. You bring down negative 4x plus 18 equals negative 7x plus 81. All right, now just solve for x. Add up your like terms. Get your x's on the left side of the equal sign. Root symbols just cancel each other out. All right, what about when I times these two together? The one's on the outside, right here, these two. Well, I can't multiply the negative 1 by anything because all this is inside a square root symbol. So remember I showed y'all, just write the negative 1 in front of the square root of a plus 4.
I'm never gonna remember this.
All right, now what happens here when I times these two? Same thing, good. All right, what happens here when I times these two? That one and that one. Get positive 1, good. All right, that's the hardest part of the problem. If you can get through that step, the rest of it's pretty much just combining like terms. But that is the step we're going to have to do over and over and over until we get it. All right, look at the left side of the equal sign. What can I add up that are like terms? Y'all see anything? Yeah, I got 4 plus 1. All right, so that'll give you 5. All right, what about these two? Are those in fact like terms? Yeah, so what do I get when I add up negative 1 and negative 1? Negative 2. And you still got that same square root because it's a like term. All right, any question about that step?
So one of them just disappears?
Yep, you combined them into just one. All right, so I need to move these two numbers away from the square roots. What's going to happen with this a when I move it over here with this a? Hold on, that's a positive 1a right now. When I move it over, it'll be a negative 1a. They cancel out because 1 minus 1. Good, so the a's are gone. That's less work. What's going to happen with positive 5? All right, go ahead. All right, this is 1a right here, and this is 1a right there. So if I move positive 1a, Amelia, over here, it becomes negative 1a, and 1 minus 1 cancels out. So they both cancel out. All right, so what's going to happen with positive 5 when you move it over? It's going to become a negative 5. So that gives you negative 6 over there. All right, so that's what you have now. Write that down. All right, so from here, you guys divide both sides by negative 2. Who's got an answer? What y'all got? Right, so right here, we divide both sides by negative 2. Because again, we're just trying to get that square root symbol by itself. So I got negative 6 divided by negative 2 is 3. All right, so y'all square both sides and finish it up. What, Delilah? What'd you do?
I just made a mess.
You just made a mess. All right, we'll clean it up. All right, so Grant says the answer is 5. Let's check. When I square both sides, that cancels. I got 8 plus 4 equals 9. Move plus 4 over. Yep, 5 is the answer. So if that's not the longest problem y'all had in high school, it's right up there with them. All right, so we'll do the front and we'll go to break. All right, so the back was new stuff. The front, we've been working on for a couple days now. We got x squared minus 17 over 6x. All right, number 1's an easy problem. Y'all look at the bottom of each fraction. We got to have a common denominator. So the common denominator is going to be 6. That's pretty easy because the only numbers on the bottom is a 6. So we got 6, 6, 6. Y'all do your crossing out steps, see what you get.
Did we not do this same worksheet?
Nope. All right, watch this step. Georgia, nothing cancels out on the bottom here, so I got to times those two and get 6x squared. All right, look at the second fraction. The 6's do cancel out, so what do I bring down?
Negative 11.
No, because the 6's cancel out, so I don't have to multiply 6 times 17. I just bring the 17 down. Then over here, same thing. The 6's cancel out. What do I bring down?
Negative 5.
Very good. All right, so we're going to have to do quadratic formula. So I'm going to take negative 5 and move it over. Make it a positive 5. All right, now go from there to quadratic formula. Should be easy from here. Okay, let's do it. All right, so Amelia, times these two, so that's x squared, and then times these two. What's that give you?
First, wait a second.
Got it now? Okay, minus 2x minus 6. All right, that's the full method, and that's what gave them the most trouble on that problem. All right, Mark, what cancels out on the second fraction? Everything. What do you bring down, Mark?
Negative 12.
Mark, how about the third fraction?
X minus 2.
What do you bring down?
4x.
Very good. From here, it shouldn't be that bad. All right, look, we're going to have to do quadratic formula because we have an x squared. So we got to take 4x, move it over, make it a negative 4x, combine your like terms, and then do quadratic.
Shut up. I
I'm
know.
asking how long you're going to leave that puddle. I'm going to apologize if Kaylee could get up on her desk all wet. Got her shoes all wet, socks.
6, 9, 9, 30.
All right, let's go to 4. Sorry, you still writing 3 down? Okay, quit.
There's one guy.
Got it, CJ? Thank you, CJ.
Like that.
Okay, got you. Appreciate it.
That was so sweet.
I got 12 over a squared minus 6.
Alex would have to fall if you lost the salt.
Oh. That makes sense.
She's like, how sweet of him to come
That is the most irresponsible kid in the history.
Coach,
He
he,
lost his phone.
okay, Coach hands him his keys. Says, "Go
Every
get the
day. It's my
basketball."
fault because I gave him my
Go
keys.
get the basketball. All you have to do is walk his office, open the door, grab the basketball, and come back out. Alex
He cannot do it.
What?
He can't do it. He can't do it and bring back my keys without locking them up in. He's locking them up in the office. And again, it's my fault. I keep giving them. But I keep thinking he's going to get back.
He keeps telling you, he's like, Coach, I'm
He keeps
back here. Nope. He's had so much energy, it's unbelievable.
Either he's asleep first period or he's bouncing off the wall. He was bouncing off the wall. All right, let's look at number 4. Which one's got an a squared on the bottom? First one, second one, or third one? First one, so that's one you got to factor. Now, can we take out an a on this one like we did on the last one? No, because they both don't have an a. Good. How do I factor this one out? 16 is a perfect square. Right, 16 is a perfect square, though. That's your clue. Perfect square. What's
A plus 4, A minus 4.
There it is. A plus 4, A minus 4. When it's a perfect square, that's all you do. All right, so what's our common denominator on this one?
Both of those.
Both of those. Good. A plus 4, A minus 4. All right, that was the hard part. The rest of it should be easy. All right.